Welcome to British Horror Files, a channel where the quiet corners of Britain reveal stories that linger long after the lights go out. Tonight you'll hear a chilling tale, a brush with the unexplained, leaving just enough mystery to make you question what's real. People call this the most haunted village in England. Not because of rumours, but because of how many different deaths still seem to linger here. And the last one is harder to explain than the rest. Pluckley, in Kent, has been linked to more than a dozen ghost sightings, including a highwayman killed in a tree, a woman buried in layers of coffins, and a man who died screaming underground. And what's strange is how many of these stories center around violent or sudden deaths. Just outside the village, there's an area known as the clay pits. A man once worked there until he was buried alive by a sudden collapse. Some say he didn't die instantly, that he was trapped, and that the last thing anyone heard was him screaming from beneath the ground. Even now, people walking nearby have reported hearing it. Not faint, not distant, but close. As if it's coming from just below the surface, and then it stops. Near what's known as Fright Corner, there's a hollow tree where a highwayman was said to hide until he was caught, run through with a sword, and pinned there. People still report seeing a figure near that spot, not moving, just watching, as if waiting for something. At St. Nicholas Church, two of the most reported figures appear: the Red Lady and the White Lady. The Red Lady is believed to be connected to the Deering family, seen moving through the churchyard. But the White Lady is something else entirely. She's said to have been buried inside multiple coffins, sealed within an oak sarcophagus. And people don't just report seeing her, they describe something more specific, that she doesn't appear suddenly. She's just already there, standing, watching. There's also the story of a schoolmaster who took his own life, hanging himself in a lane just outside the village. People walking there at night have reported seeing a figure suspended, not moving, completely still, until they look away, and when they look back, it's gone. At an old house known as Rose Court, a woman is said to have poisoned herself over a relationship that collapsed. Visitors have reported seeing her at the windows or moving inside, but always alone, always repeating the same quiet movement as if she never left that moment. And then there's one of the strangest reports, a phantom coach and horses heard moving through the village late at night, but never seen. Just the sound of wheels passing through empty roads with nothing there. But the account people struggle with most isn't the most dramatic. At a crossroads just outside the village, a driver saw a man standing in the road, not moving, not asking for help, just standing there. The driver slowed, about to speak, and then the man turned his head. Not fully, just enough to show he was aware of them. And in that moment, the driver didn't stop. They drove straight past. Later, they said they couldn't explain why, only that something about it felt wrong. Like they understood something instantly, without being told. That's what makes Pluckley different. It's not just one story, it's how many there are, and how often they come back to the same idea: sudden death, unfinished moments, something left behind. because the most unsettling places aren't the ones with a single story. They're the ones where it keeps happening, again and again and again. If you enjoy true British horror stories like this one, subscribe to British Horror Files for more. And remember, some places never truly forget their past. Good night, and stay safe in the dark.